Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Aftershock Corner, Season 3. I think it's like Episode 4. I'm not sure. But just, it's in the title's down below. I'm Owen the Birdman Finch, and this is...
The man with no nickname, Chris Dodd.
I'm calling him the franchise just until he gets...
I'm the man with no nickname.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll change it on the group page, on the Facebook.
I'm not changing anything.
It's you.
If you don't know who I am, kiss it.
Yeah,
Kiss it.
that's what makes him such a great heel. So we're here to talk about the World of Professional Wrestling that happened last week that I finally saw today. Because I was so busy with schoolwork all week, so it's like, you know.
Life at Massasoit.
That's what I call college life. You have no time to watch the things you love.
Anything. No time to do anything in life.
It sucks.
Life just ends.
Unless you're this guy, but you go.
Exactly.
Life sucks and then you die.
You're gonna have to, don't do this.
Life sucks and then you die. That's it.
That's a Vince McMahon quote.
Damn it.
If you crack the screen one time, you're buying me a new computer, you know.
Well, you already dropped it, so...
You already dropped it once, okay? You dropped it last week.
True. Alright, see if you can get it this time.
Let's see if you can throw my pencil there.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I think it takes a lot to crack a computer
That was
screen.
close. That was close.
Okay, now we're off topic.
No, we gotta, if you get
We're
it
gonna
one,
reel it in.
It's the last one.
Reel it in, man.
Wow.
Nope.
that actually was a good one though. Okay, so we had to talk about Raw, SmackDown,
We're about maintenance.
and we're gonna talk about one match from TNA Bound for Glory. Should we even talk about any more WWE buying TNA? Because now it doesn't even seem like it's gonna be a thing.
It might be. I don't know.
We'll talk about
But
it.
they were supposed to have a meeting on Bound for Glory that never happened.
So we'll talk about it.
Alright.
Alright, so let's start with Raw. I know this is like a weird way we're setting up the show, but I wasn't really prepared to do it at this time, so it's like...
We have no notes on Raw,
Yeah.
by the way. My phone's dead, so Chris, you're going to be the reliable source.
Nah, I think I got my soul.
You
Well,
got
my
it?
phone's at 12%, but we can make it work. I know the first match. It's Roman Reigns versus Rusev for the
versus
US title.
Rusev got jobber entrance, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't... And jobber entrance is no entrance.
No entrance. But he's
I mean, he got an entrance, but it didn't air live on Raw.
When he's currently in the ring, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Early ring, where he belongs.
It kind of sucks for him, though. I actually thought he was going to get jobbed out because he didn't get an entrance.
Yeah, no, but they decided to go with a no finish.
They had a good match.
Yeah.
It was pretty much the same match we saw last night, but I thought the match...
It went
the
on
night
too long. I think it went on a little bit too long. I think I realized something about Rusev and Reigns. You know, I told you that Roman Reigns' best matches are when he's with someone that's better than him.
Yep.
If he's in there with someone that's equal as him, it'll be good, but it needs to be short.
Yeah, probably.
This went on for way too long. It was like a first half hour.
Yeah.
First half hour of the show. So
I like that they kicked off right with the match. Though.
Yeah,
It was
no.
something different.
That's right.
Because I think they knew they were going up against Monday Night Football and
And the
the
debate.
And the debate, so they
By the way,
went
they
in-
got crushed.
They did. I mean, we
They
knew.
pulled in the worst rating they've had in years.
We knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah. With
so-
that Carnival show, that's the greatest matchup of all time.
Yeah.
Trump versus Clinton.
So I mean, I guess they tried to kick it off with a bang by having a match. I don't think it probably
It
worked.
didn't matter because they still got the lowest rated. They were the lowest rated Raw. And got it.
And it went, and they both got counted out. I mean, we're not gonna dive into what happened because if you see
I'm not dabbing in anything.
if you've seen a Roman Reigns and Rusev match, you know what happens. So
You've
it's
seen
like-
them all. You've seen them all.
I mean, I'm kind of a little bit mad what WWE does is they air the match the night before on the pay-per-view, then they just air them the next night on Raw for free. And
Yeah.
sometimes the match the next night is better than the match that happened on
Yeah,
the
you know
pay-per-view.
you know what it sucks is when you paid before the network, and you paid $60, and you pay for the match, and then the next night they do the same match on Raw. So basically, you
Yeah.
paid your money for them to give away for free the next night.
But it's still the same thing now, except it's not as much. So
Yeah, no.
I mean, you're still being ripped off. And then I would say this was at least about the same level though in the match the night before.
I would say it's just again it went on way too long.
Yeah.
Way too long. The whole segment. They're building
But
up. They're probably building up for the Hell in a Cell match into it.
And that's, I mean, I don't really feel
I
like
don't want to see it.
the rivalries
I
is
don't, I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it.
we're gonna be there live for
We're gonna be there live for it.
I'm
And
not.
You'll
so I
be
don't want to see
doing.
it.
We'll be doing a live Raw.
Oh, we were? I was gonna ask you about that.
Okay, good. So, I just came up with the idea now, so we're good.
I was thinking about it anyways, but I was gonna actually ask you about it. after this show. But
Yeah.
now it's confirmed, the live vlog. Now we have to do it because we're telling people about it. So we don't
You
want
better.
we don't want people
I'm gonna be
disappointed.
tuning into Wrestling Fortune 44, and I want to see live blog from Hell in a Cell. And if I don't, it'll be hell to pay.
Oh,
Here.
but yeah, they both get counted out. They both beat the crap out of each other. And Roman Reigns laid him out with a spear afterwards. And then afterwards, I thought it was done, but then Rusev gets back up and Roman Reigns cracks him off the back with a steel chair.
It was very pitiful.
And I think he should have done more than just hit him once. I think he should have hit him multiple times. It would have made him look really cool. But
It's not. It's very painful to watch.
I thought this was a nice way to open the show with the match. It was something different. And I'm actually not minding Roman Reigns as U.S. champion because at least he's not crammed down our throats. It feels like he's just
A guy.
yeah.
He's just the guy.
And I think this way maybe this is what they should have done anyways the first time. If they had him win a mid card bout, they could have at least gotten him over. But maybe people won't hate him as much. I still don't get why people are booing him. I get why, but he's not being crammed out of throats. He's in the U.S. title picture.
He is.
And Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins are in the main event title picture. Ignore that. That pops up like every 2 seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna mute my computer.
That's the cue for the next segment.
What did you think of this match? Because you didn't really get to talk about it.
There's nothing much to talk about. It was trash.
Oh, you,
I hate Roman versus Rusev.
why do you hate? Because actually
It's
your
just
opinion is
not
different
good.
than us.
I've already seen it too many times to like it. The beatdown at SummerSlam was fine. They're just dragging it on way too long now.
Yeah.
No one wants to see it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Like, I don't mind seeing the matches, but we've seen them on Raws, we've seen them on SmackDowns. We probably saw them on like a main event somewhere.
Probably when they first moment when Rusev was probably just starting out.
But I would say this: Rusev is so much better now than he was a year ago.
He
Like,
was. He has been.
Like
He's the greatest man that ever lived.
a year ago, I think he was
He's
just.
lived
Now that he's learned how to speak English, he's been so much better, and I think he's good. I think he could be a future WWE Universal Champion at some point.
Funny, buddy. You're gonna have a foreign guys champion. Great idea.
Probably will.
Nah.
I mean, I'd like to see it happen, but it probably
Not
won't
funny
happen.
idea.
But
Let's keep Rusev at mid-card, so he belongs.
so yeah, they're building up for the Hell in a Cell match, which I guess is fine. I just don't think the feud really calls for it. They have, I mean, you could say that there's personal
Also, that
stuff
feud with
because
Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt didn't call for it either.
But that
was
is
the boringest Hell in a Cell match of all time.
No.
no.
That honor goes to Boss Man Taker. At 15. The match that they will never acknowledge existed.
Actually,
He's
on
like,
the
I'm
Hell,
a man at
you know
the
what the
end of
funny
it.
thing is? I have the Hell in a Cell DVD. Do you have that DVD?
Yeah, they do. They don't
It's not-
include it.
Yeah, it's not there.
That match has been written off of history.
Yeah,
I'll say
because
this though, with the
it's
Ro-
quite possibly the worst
I'll
match.
say with this, at least with Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt, at least they feuded for like 5 months, so I guess you could say called
Yeah.
for it.
This one
And
was
they had
like,
a little-
4 months? Would you
Yeah.
say 4? Since after Battleground, right?
Yeah, it was like I wasn't watching at the time, but I believe it was like the week after Finn Balor won that mini tournament to get
Yeah.
it. So it was like the week
Yeah.
after. And then even though from looking at it in its perspective, Roman Reigns looks like the heel in this feud to begin
He
with.
does. Because he was an asshole to Rusev. All he wanted to do was celebrate his
But-
wedding.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I actually
There
do
are
have
no
notes. I
plans.
don't remember the.
there's no plans for him to go heel. So keep that in mind.
Okay, what's next? Next segment.
I gotta find it.
It was
Hold on.
Mick. Was the next segment the Mick Foley and Cesaro and Sheamus
Yeah, it
segment?
was. It was.
Was that next one?
So
Yeah.
we have a new tag team on Raw. We've been complaining about tag teams. The London tag team death on Raw.
Yeah, it was the promo. Yeah, it was.
You can't
So-
fucking see it. It'll do
No, I
nothing.
can.
I can't see it.
I can't see it either.
I actually can.
I see Mick Foley.
I see Mick Foley promo. I'm gonna
I mean,
look forward to this
I
segment.
typed
Very
this
weird.
out, so I remember what I typed out. So, but yeah, Mick Foley comes out and he said that Cesaro and Sheamus beat the hell out of each other. So he has them both come out, and he said nobody Cesaro and Sheamus both think that they should get titles.
Yeah.
So they both think that they're physically dominant, but Mick Foley says, no, none of you approve. You're both proven that. So pretty much he just says, I mean, the Best of 5 series was kind of a waste of time
That's
in a
the
way.
7.
Oh,
It still was a waste of time.
I mean, he said it was a waste of time because
5, 7, 3, 1, don't matter. So it's time.
he pretty much just said the fans wasted their time watching it because no one's physically
Yeah.
dominant, even though that's not. That would be like saying in an NBA game when they have the best of 7 games and they have a tie and they're like, oh, nobody wins.
No one.
That's pretty
That
much.
never happened.
No, it's
called
I'm trying to put it into it.
Yeah, I know, but they do have a thing called overtime in that situation.
And pretty much, because I think what we're all saying is because they know Mick Foley knows no one wants to see an 8 match. I think he's saying
That's why he said that. He's like, no one wants to see an 8 match between you.
because he doesn't want to see them get injured, but really no one wants to see an 8 match.
No.
So he decides. I kind of like that he gave them both
Yeah.
championship matches. I thought it made sense.
As a
Um,
tag team.
Champion.
Because you know on WWE we need that makeshift tag team that don't get along, but hey, you know they win.
And I don't mind.
I'm all
if-
for it.
I mean, I think they are going to do an 8th match eventually, but I think they'll put it off.
I think this is just way to turn Sheamus face again. Because they've been trying to do it for months.
Or Cesaro heel. Could be one or the other. I feel like it's
I'd
gonna be.
rather have Sheamus babyface.
I think
He
they-
works better as a babyface.
I mean, I think he works better either way, but I think it's desperately needed. He was heel turn failed. I wouldn't like. I
But
think
the first night it was killed for me when he came out to the ring and Booker T said, "It looks like the Sheamus of old." And then Michael Cole had to cover him and say, "Yes, it looks like the Sheamus of old."
yeah. And then
I'm like, he didn't look like that at all. So
what killed him too was I think like they wanted to have him beat Bryan for the IC title, but Bryan got injured.
Yeah.
Stupidly though, they could have fixed it by having him win the Elimination Chamber match. But they said they had Ryback win
Who? The Ryback.
the Ryback, and then they had
You mean the big guy or Ryback Reeves?
Yep.
The
Ryan Reeves.
pre-show stopper.
And then I think what really killed him was winning the Money in the Bank. That really killed him.
Who?
Sheamus.
Oh yeah.
Because everyone hated him.
Well, you're supposed to get over it.
Huh?
You're supposed to get over as a heel.
What did Sheamus do at SummerSlam, by the way, the fall after the Money in the Bank?
He feuded with Orton. Yeah, that lame ass feud with Orton, like for no
Yeah.
reason. And then
That's right. Fuck me.
and then he went nowhere.
Right.
He was going nowhere for like about a few months afterwards. He was like,
Yeah, he squashed Neville. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yep.
and then he
After squashing
they were
Neville.
starting the process of forming a League of Nations, but it wasn't fully formed yet. And then he won the. I think that's what he told him too, winning the WWE. He was pretty much a transitional WWE.
Everyone knew that he was going to hold the title for more than a month or two.
Yeah.
If that.
Because they I don't even know how.
But Roman didn't really hold it for a month either.
No.
The question I have is, I know this is kind of like hindsight. How would Sheamus have cashed in Money in the Bank if Seth Rollins didn't get hurt? I
He
wonder
wouldn't have because he wouldn't have won Money in the Bank.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
he did win Money
He
in the
won,
Bank.
He won Money in the Bank when Rollins was still champion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So how would he?
I think what was supposed to happen, I think Reigns was supposed to win the title, and then
Yeah.
Sheamus was supposed to cash in.
So I bet
it
that's
wasn't supposed to be. I don't think it was supposed to be. Was it? That was the Ambrose Reigns match, right?
It's,
Yeah.
It's Survivor Series, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was supposed to be Rollins versus Reigns.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I think Reigns was supposed to win the title. Triple H was supposed to come out and then screws over Reigns for the title, and then Sheamus with the title, and then you have a triple threat match, which would ultimately lead to the Rollins face turn with the feud with Triple H and then like having the feud go on with Reigns and.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, that's.
It's an idea,
Yeah.
but like
that's definitely a rebooking.
it's definitely rebooking. I'll have to. That's my next task, I guess, huh?
Yeah. I put you.
After I get the long-awaited CM Punk reign thing, you know.
Check out the Wrestling Fantasy Booking Series.
Let's plug that right now, bitches.
But anyhow, yeah. What was he? Oh yeah, we
We're
were
talking about the makeshift tag teams because you
Makeshift
know
tag
Raw
teams.
always.
I don't. Yeah, like I don't mind that they're doing this.
Yeah, I like it. It's
And
intrigue.
it makes sense for them both to get title shots because
Yeah.
I don't think they, like they said, they don't want to do another match, so this is a way to not do that.
Nobody wants that.
I kind of hate that they were saying none of them's physically dominant though, because then that makes the series pointless.
Yeah.
But I like that they're doing the tag team.
Either of them, like the winner of the match is gonna be physically dominant.
Yeah.
When the other person who would have been the loser of that match was
Yeah.
also physically dominant.
So this is kind of like and then we'll just kind of, so then later on, I mean this hasn't happened yet, but Mick Foley even comes out and says, you guys got to make this work because I believe in you guys. He actually cuts a pretty good promo.
Yeah.
I think he was
That's
a little
later
bit-
on in the show.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
But let's talk about, so he says they're going to face, so this will probably be at Hell in a Cell. They're going to face the winner of the next match,
Yeah.
Kofi and Big E with Xavier Woods ringside versus Gallows and Anderson. And this is kind of that example that I paid for this match. This match was great,
Yeah.
but this match should have I mean, been on the pay-per-view. This match I paid for. I got a shitty match on the pay-per-view that I paid for, but free on TV.
I
I'm
do-
getting a great match.
I do agree that it could have gone either way, but there are rumors floating around, swirling and twirling like a fucking tornado, that they're gonna break the tag team records
Yeah, I think so.
of like 400 something days or whatever it
So
is.
they're gonna break the world tag team title.
Yes, they're gonna break. They broke the WWE champion. They broke Bryan and Kendrick's reign, and they're gonna go for the in total.
The
tag
Bryan
team.
and Kendrick reign.
The Bryan Kendrick
Oh
reign.
my gosh.
The Bryan and Kendrick reign. That's a new tag team.
It's the Bryan. It's the Bryan and Kendrick. The Bryan Kendrick.
Between
Damn.
London and Kendrick, they already broke that record,
Yeah,
and now they're gonna have them break the.
Demolition.
Yeah.
I'm fine with
Yeah.
that because they deserve. They deserve it. You're not fine with that?
No. No, I'm not. It's not like oh well, Demolition should remain. No. The time was now. The time was now to give the club tag team titles.
Yeah, I know.
And they didn't do it again.
I mean, it wouldn't. I mean,
And they're not having another match. So now the club will basically lost in the shuffle.
yeah, pretty much.
And they lost clean.
Again, yeah.
Clean as a sheet.
Woo! And the time was now too.
That's it. That's all you gotta say.
Woo!
Woo.
So then the match was great. Spooky.
Scary. Spooky.
I feel like the match. I think this is the best match they probably had as together.
Yeah.
With the near falls with the you know when they hit the midnight, not the midnight express, but the midnight
Hour.
the midnight hour, and Gallows broke it up, and then when I liked the when they hit the
Magic Killer.
Magic Killer, and
Kofi
Kofi got busted open too when he got
Kofi
smashed
got
off the
gruesome.
steps.
That
So
was
they
gruesome.
definitely had a great they definitely had a great match, and I don't know if the white team won.
I don't think the right team won, obviously.
I mean, I feel like Gallows and Anderson should have had the tag team titles either last night or tonight, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And I hope they kind of don't have Cesaro and Sheamus win the tag titles, because then it
They
wouldn't.
won't.
It just wouldn't make any
That's
sense.
just more.
Like we already
It's more of a
have.
something's gonna happen.
Like
type of
we
song.
already have the makeshift tag team.
It's gonna be like
champions.
a Daniel Bryan and Kane type of thing, where it's like they don't get along,
Yeah.
but they have to get along, and then it's gonna end up being one of them's gonna turn on the other one.
Probably
at the
Sheamus will
pay-per-view.
turn on Cesaro. Most
Well,
likely.
like we don't need another makeshift tag team. We already have that.
Heath Slater and Rhino.
Yeah, we already have that.
Well, one for each brand.
I guess so. But,
Yeah.
But seriously,
I
though,
feel like
this was the club's time to be champions. Because now, what are they gonna do now? Are they be feuding with Enzo and Cass?
That should be for the tag titles. Club feud with Enzo and Cass with tag
Should
titles.
be yeah. I'm sorry it's a new day. You've had the titles for 400 days, but it's time for new champions. It's time for new champions.
I mean,
I-
because the
if
New
they-
Day's beating everybody. That's why they have to throw this tag team together. Because
Yeah.
New Day's beating everybody. They've beaten. Technically, they've beaten the Shining Stars, not as the Shining Stars, but as Los Matadors.
Yeah.
They've beaten.
The Crown Templars.
They've beaten
The Dudleys.
the Lucha Dragons, the Dudleys, Vaudevillains.
Yeah.
They've beaten.
The Wyatts.
Technically, they've beaten the League of Nations, not at WrestleMania. They,
Yeah.
The Wyatts.
I don't think they beat the Wyatts.
Oh, there's the one feud the Wyatts actually won.
Yeah,
They would have lost, by the way, but then the brand split happened.
yeah, they would have lost. And then
No confidence.
trying to think
Yeah,
who else.
I would
they
have no
beat.
confidence in this one.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
They've beaten every team that there is to beat.
Yeah.
They've even beat now the club.
Again, and my question is, what's the club going to do now?
I don't even know.
Are they going to do a triple threat tag team title match?
That's what it's going towards.
In which case, what has the club done to earn a tag team title shot?
Nothing. They've lost 3 times now.
They lost this one
They've
clean.
been technically like given 2 opportunities, and they've lost both times.
Well, the first time is because they just, they actually technically beat the New Day at
Yeah.
SummerSlam by DQ, so they
Yeah.
got a tag title shot.
Because
And then they lost the match because Xavier Woods hit him with the trombone, so rightfully so, they deserved a tag team title shot, and they lost clean as a sheet.
yeah. There's no reason for them unless
They
like
never had a really decisive victory over the New
They
Day.
don't.
unless they,
Or
what they could do is have them have another match, like not for the titles, non-title, and then they would win, and then they get a tag title shot. That's the only way they can get a tag title
I
shot.
think they'll be the ones to eventually end it.
I know, but
I hope, because right now there's just lots of shuffle right now.
yeah, I mean, Gallows and Anderson don't really do anything. They're just kind of
Yeah.
feels like
But
ever
I think
since
eventually, I think it's gonna be them.
ever since AJ Styles went to SmackDown, they haven't really had anything with Gallows and Anderson.
I would argue they haven't really had any momentum.
No,
Name a when was the last time they won a match on Raw clean?
on Raw. Well, a few
They
weeks
did.
ago against Kofi and Xavier Woods.
Yeah. Okay, so there goes one.
The last time they beat the Usos at Extreme Rules,
That's a long time ago.
but then again,
They beat the Usos.
What's us?
and then
Usos.
they beat him multiple times, and I think they I think there was a point where they beat Enzo and Cass. There might have been.
Oh, dang.
I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
I don't remember that. I don't know. They're very unmemorable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they haven't, because they lost every single big match they've had.
All the tag teams are losing every match. Just because Enzo and Cass can't win a match.
The only teams that can win a match are apparently Jericho
Yeah.
and
New Day.
New Day.
And the tag team JOKO can't be really a team because Owens is the Universal Champion.
They're the Universal Champion.
Yeah.
No, Chris, I'm the Universal Champion. You,
So, like-
you are just you.
I would say like when it comes to the tag team division on Raw, they need to like really look at to fix that division.
It was a strength for a number of years.
Yeah, now it's a weakness.
I feel like the
SmackDown,
brand,
SmackDown has a very vastly superior tag team
Yeah.
division.
I feel like since the brand split, the tag team division, I would even say on SmackDown because it's not.
I mean, granted, they only have a few tag teams, but and they
Yeah.
actually have tag teams that are used properly,
Yeah,
like the Vaudevillains.
yeah.
Why are the Ascension over the Vaudevillains?
Oh yeah, that's weird. But yeah, I
Makes
think
sense.
so. They need to kind of like really like fix their tag team division
Yeah.
because it's a mess.
That's why I said they shouldn't have split up the tag team division in the first place.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Tag team division should have been like on Raw, because that's like a flagship
or
of the show.
on SmackDown with the women's division on Raw.
Or you could have done what they used to do when they had it both on separate brands, but there's one tag team title. Like,
No,
actually,
that makes no sense because
Yeah,
what do the other tag teams fight for?
oh, true. No, I'm saying like there's one tag team title, like the tag team champions could be on both shows. That would be bad.
And then
but-
where would they go after those titles?
oh yeah, that would just make
Back to a
sense.
specific show and the next team up. You wouldn't really get a rematch though, unless if it was like a brand split tape pay-per-view.
I'd rather them just have one tag team titles, one women's title. You can have two world titles, okay? That I don't care.
Yeah, two mid-card titles, yes.
Two mid card titles, yes, but the women's division should be on Raw because SmackDown's women's division is
Garbage.
it only has two, maybe three decent wrestlers.
I mean, it's not garbage, but it's like
Becky
it's-
Lynch, Natty, and who's lost two?
Naomi.
No,
Naomi's really athletic, but
I'd say
like,
Nikki's probably that third.
she barely qualifies because there's
That's
nobody
true,
else. Because
yeah.
Alexa Bliss is
Hasn't showed anything yet.
Yeah.
she's okay. I saw her stuff in NXT. She's okay.
Yeah.
Carmella is just bad.
Carmella's bad in all facets of the fucking.
Without Enzo and Cass is bad.
Yep.
Very bland.
The fact that she's
She
healed.
could get away with it. She
Naomi-
could get away with it in NXT because of
Enzo and Cass.
yeah.
Your battery's running low, by the way, Owen.
Oh. You guys can. Well, I'll still talk, but I gotta plug this in.
I mean, she really died when Enzo and Cass left
They
because
split, yeah.
she really didn't talk a whole lot.
No.
And then when she was forced to go on a singles run, she had to talk a whole lot.
And then I think like the one time I remember her being good as a singles one was when she was kind of.
Yep.
Fuck.
What?
It's all the way over there.
That was right there.
Where?
just remind you.
Oh. But anyway, when she was like feuding with Bailey, but I feel like it's because they know each other well enough, and Bailey knows her strengths and her weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yep. Naomi's very athletic. Like she probably has the most pure athleticism out of any women's
Yeah.
wrestler.
She doesn't have that X factor, I don't think, though.
No, I'd say I'm not.
No,
really-
she has the kicks that nobody can count on.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not excited to see Naomi.
I'm not upset. I feel
And do I need to bring up Eva Marie?
No.
It's a very piss poor division.
Yep. And on SmackDown, on Raw, you have Charlotte, Sasha, Bailey.
Dana. No.
Not Dana Gay wrestle.
I mean, that's it for Raw.
But still, that's a three core women. And
Yeah.
you have who else is on that division? I know
That's
there's
it, I think. Let me look.
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax,
Alicia Fox,
Alicia
but
Fox.
she's. Let me look this shit up right now.
If SmackDown wants to really improve the women's division, call up Asuka.
I don't think she'll get the call up.
Not yet, but I'm saying that
Let me
that's
just,
what I think that's what WWE should do.
Main
And for
roster.
Raw for their tag teams, I say they have to call up the Revival.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
for Raw's women's division, it says actually I thought Paige was out of the company.
No, still, yeah.
Oh, I thought I read something that
Oh,
she-
Summer Rae, oh my
Summer
god.
Rae. But they're both inactive.
Yeah, Summer Rae actually has the same surgery that Nikki Bella went through.
Yep.
She's currently undergoing
The
it.
Hobgoblin herself.
So-
hopefully she's getting great we constructive surgery because she's not good looking at all.
Raw's women's division is great.
Who was
I mean, was
Okay, well, who was it?
Alicia Fox,
Raw is
Okay.
on Raw.
Yeah.
Bailey,
Good.
Ashley Flair. You know how to do that.
Yeah.
But it's Charlotte.
Good.
Dana Brooke,
Yeah.
Nia Jax,
Ugh.
Even
Paige, but she's
worse.
injured.
I like Paige, but she's in trouble.
I feel like that's a kind of a good thing she's injured though, because she was doing nothing on the
Yeah.
main roster. So this could be a chance for because some people's when they get injured.
Sasha Banks, yeah, Summer Rae's a Hobgoblin.
Yeah. And technically Stephanie McMahon, but she's not a wrestler, so.
She's wrestling. She might be the worst in the show.
Yeah. But
Is she face? Is she heel? I don't know. Make it your mind up.
the problem is with
No one knows anymore what
the problem is though, I know they have Charlotte and they have Bailey and they have Sasha. They're gonna run into the problem where it's gonna only be these three women and we're gonna want to see new, fresh talent. So.
We're not gonna get it.
I'm not gonna get
We're
it.
gonna
I
keep
mean,
getting these
Charlotte,
three shoved down.
Sasha, and Bailey are that new fresh talent,
Yeah.
but it's gonna. Let's be honest. In 3 months' time, we're gonna be sitting
Let's
here
be honest
saying,
here. So Charlotte no sold the fucking move up the top rope.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Let's be honest here.
let's also be honest. We're gonna be 3 months' time. We're gonna say get new woman. We're sick and tired of
Let's
seeing
be
it.
honest here. She was on the mat for 10 seconds at WrestleMania and cost Sasha Banks the opportunity to win, which she should have won at WrestleMania.
Yep.
Except for she was there for 10 seconds, and then got up and then hit her finisher and won.
Let's
yeah.
see here. What's next? Cesaro and
Oh yeah, but
Sheamus.
that was wow. We just ran off on a huge thing. But yeah, Cesaro and Sheamus. The match with the New Day was good. And
So then that was the backstage segment with Mick Foley. where he,
we
like,
kind of talked about
where he
that.
poured his heart out into that.
Okay, so
Bailey versus Anna Field. Squash. Bailey wins.
Bailey
fine.
wins, yeah, I don't care.
Bailey wins. Yay, Bailey.
I mean, I like that they do squash matches now because it
Ready?
makes the talent
Hey,
look good.
hey, put her up there, put her up there. We have Bailey, put her up there. It's a squash.
Yeah.
It's a squash.
Bailey,
Squash match.
it's
terrible.
fine. I like that they do squash matches because it makes the talent looks good. But why is Bailey in a squash match?
That's exactly what I'm
Well, they have
asking.
nothing else for Bailey to do because they're building up for something later on.
I mean, that also kind of shows they don't have any woman really.
Yeah, no.
Because
Call up, I see, no. I think for SmackDown, call up Asuka. For Raw, call up the Revival.
yeah.
They're doing this tournament.
Stephanie McMahon back.
It fell flat for me.
So then this is when Mick Foley comes up and she questions.
James overreacts about the fact that Kota Ibushi. And I'm like James, he's not there permanently. I don't care. I don't have to do it.
What were you, James' reaction?
What the hell are in there?
I
He's
think
gonna win. I put the chair. Damn it.
that's a James reaction. Right
Yeah, that was
there.
James' reaction. He overreacted about that whole thing.
Although, like,
Kota Ibushi being on the show for like 3 months
What's
and
the-
going away.
The Cruiserweight Champion, the Cruiserweight Classic, or the Tag Team Tournament?
The tag team tournament. The fact that he's gonna be there for like 3 months and he's gonna go away
Yeah.
for like a year,
That's fine.
and everyone's gonna forget about him.
Okay, next is
Stephanie McMahon backstage. So Mick Foley comes up to her and asks like,
she got.
he pretty much,
She castrated him.
yeah. He questions her motive, saying, "Why were you going into the
That
car
infuriated me.
with
When she
Triple
was
H?"
like, when she was like, why do you should focus more on what was going on in the ring more than your own talent in the locker room. And I'm like, excuse me, bitch.
Yeah,
Like, I care more about that talent than two people, being pulled apart by security.
yeah,
Like, they just went through what looked like to have been a dangerous bump. And you're telling me to go do my job out in the ring when Chris Jericho's out there? It's on the fucking zebra stripes out there instead. Yeah, that's their job. Their job is to pull people apart, not me.
yeah.
That's what I would have been like, you know what? That's not my job to pull them apart.
I feel-
That's the referee's job and the security's job.
It feels like what happened with you. I feel Mick Foley should have gone off, but it feels like Stephanie McMahon probably creatively backstage was like, "No, that's not gonna happen." Mick Foley could have even responded.
He was going to. You could see the look in his eyes. He wanted
Yeah.
to say something.
like,
Just the way he reacted. He wanted to.
you could tell he was kind of like legitimately, like he knew he could. That could have
Yeah.
been.
That could have been like the groundbreaking moment where you could like see who's who.
Yeah.
Like McFoley is clearly the face and Stephanie is clearly heel.
Yeah, pretty sad.
But it's like,
You know what Stephanie did? She was strapping up her razor blade here, and she just chopped off Big Foley's testicles.
Yeah.
she did.
She absolutely castrated.
Why you shouldn't be caring about the talent that are in the training room. We have the best medical staff in the world, and I'm like,
Ask CM Punk.
excuse me?
CM Punk.
Like I would have been like, excuse me, bitch. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go check on my talent. It's you're the fucking commissioner. You go out there and handle the talent.
Yeah, because when she asked whose job is it to, what was
Whose job is it to watch over the talent? You are.
Yeah.
Because you're the fucking commissioner. I'm the GM. You're in charge of me technically.
and I mean I think eventually he is gonna go off on it, but I feel like this should have been the time,
That's
especially
gonna be
the
when
way-
she turns heel fully.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like she keeps bouncing back and
We
forth.
all know.
And I'm just like, just stick to one fucking persona.
Move
And
I
you the
think,
bitchy, stupid, you the bitchy heel boss, or you the bitchy face boss.
And the reason
What are
that
you?
she gave for Triple H being there made no sense. He's like, oh, he was just coming to pick me up from the paper, but he wanted to know how it went.
He's at the show. He's backstage.
Yep.
But
so
it's
he
like,
got into a limo and then okay, let's go now. Let's back it up.
Yeah.
Like,
and then like, but she's like, oh yeah,
they
he's-
came in a limo together to the show.
Yeah.
Like,
And also another thing, so he pretty much just flew on a plane just to pick up his wife.
yeah.
That didn't make any sense.
her story has like 1,000 holes in it.
Yeah, I know that's the point. That is the point, though.
Yeah, I know.
It is the
but-
point is to make it seem like Triple H wasn't there,
Yeah.
but he was.
Yeah.
We all-
Like he's obviously there.
He corrupted the referee.
The whole thing is going to come down to Stephanie McMahon told the referee to come out on purpose
Yeah.
to screw.
It wouldn't, you know what would have made much more sense? I know this would have made it look, if instead of winning that other referee she brought down, brought Scott Armstrong down, that would have made so much
Oh,
more
she should have
sense.
brought Triple H down.
Where's Scott Armstrong?
Huh?
Where is Scott Armstrong? Did he leave the company?
No,
I
he's
don't
still
know.
there. He's just more of like in a training capacity now.
But it would have made
He's not
sense.
really refereeing anymore. He's more of like a backstage type of guy,
Yeah.
with his brother. So.
But it would have made sense because he was the world referee paid by the. I feel like eventually they should do something like that where he comes.
Yeah,
out
he's
and-
gonna only be like in a pay-per-view sort of matches. He's not gonna be. I don't think he's on the road like refereeing as much as he
Yeah.
used to be because he's getting up there in age. So
Yeah.
you know, they probably. I think they transitioned him more to a backstage sort of role.
But it
like
just,
an agent and whatnot.
This whole segment should have been so much more than what it was, but Stephanie McMahon I feel like ruined it because
Yeah.
Mick Foley. Because if Mick Foley had been able to fire back a lot more, this could have been something.
It
But
could've-
pretty much, she says, tonight the highlight we always going to be guest hosted with Kevin Owens, which we'll get to that. And he says Seth Rollins is heel, and Seth Rollins is injured, and she wants Mick Foley to make sure that Seth Rollins doesn't go out there and attack Kevin Owens because he doesn't want him getting in. She doesn't want him getting injured. Sorry. And he's very sad, saying, "Okay, I can tell." Mick Foley probably wanted that segment where I feel like if Mick Foley could have booked this segment, it would have been so much better.
Oh, yeah.
because he could have been, because I feel like in a way he knew he was being held back of what he could have said. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
big time.
Thumbs down.
then we had the cruiserweight match: Rich Swanson and Cedric Alexander versus Dave Gulak and Lance Daniel. No, I can't read what that word says. Hold on.
It's Lince Dorado and
Yeah.
Drew Gulak. Rich Swanson.
I mean, the match was good.
Rich
but it's
Swan,
not-
not Rich Swanson. You keep going Rich Swanson. It's Rich
Nice
Swan.
I think I wrote down Swanson.
It's Rich Swan.
Because every time I hear Swan, I think of Joe Swanson from Family Guy.
It's Rich Swan and Cedric Alexander versus Lince Dorado and Drew Gulak. And Drew Gulak is a long-time independent wrestler for
Yeah.
CZW.
Um,
Who they're now. It's funny too, is because then he's not signed, but they're trying to get him to be a trainer. So they're trying to sign him on to be a trainer. In the
Good match. The problem is I didn't really care.
yeah.
I personally like Rich Swan and Cedric Alexander. I think not only do they gel as a tag team, individually they're incredible.
Yeah.
Like you can get behind someone like a Rich Swan with his entrance in general. Like he's out there happy and like clapping and shit and like they're dancing around having fun. It's like you genuinely want to like that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that guy's fucking cool. Like I want to root for him.
But he also has that personal story where he lost. Because I
Yeah,
did
like-
watch like not the Cruiserweight Classic, but like when
Yeah.
they did like the introduction.
Like he
And
lost
he-
both of his parents before he was age 12,
Uh-huh.
He went off on a dark path, was doing cocaine and shit, and now wrestling kind of brought him back into it.
And he's this fun-loving guy
And he's
now.
this fun-loving guy.
And I feel like
you
it
can
let-
root for. You can easily get behind him on
A
the
great
backstory.
storyline for WrestleMania, if they want to go, was Royal Rumble. Brian Kendrick, which won, I was going to say X Division title, but because I actually booked that in my fantasy booking series, Cruiserweight Championship.
I could see that, yeah. Even, I would.
The
That'd
only
be awesome.
problem is, if the WWE books it, it's going to mean nothing.
Yeah, that's gonna be nothing. Had 2 cents there. I love Rich Swann instead of
Yeah.
Alexander. That kick though at the end
Oh, that was sick.
was insane. The Rich kick.
Just
oh man.
Robbers with the Cruiserweight is like, maybe this is my own fault, but for not watching the Cruiserweight Classic, but I don't know any of these guys, and they're not doing a good job
Yeah,
introducing
a lot of
these
the people
guys.
don't.
Okay. I just don't really care. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I feel like
No
they're
one
not
really
making.
cares. I mean,
I think,
you can hear the reaction when they come out.
yeah.
It's not. It's because it's a different crowd. They did it in the Full Sail Arena, which is a older crowd,
Smart.
crowd. People who are on their feet 24/7.
Yep. You do
To
it. You
watch
go
a
to
match.
you go to the Indiana crowd, and they don't really care.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I
dumb.
think.
It's like an indie crowd.
I mean, I
with
feel like
that
this would've
is
been-
with that crowd's like an NXT on the main roster. It's not. It's
And I
totally
hate
good.
saying this,
It's more of a
but this
kid-oriented
match was
crowd,
more.
doesn't
This
it?
match was not a main WWE roster match. This was a NXT match. Let's be
And
honest.
it aggravates me too, is because they always say like the crowd got him signed basically. They weren't gonna really sign him originally, but the crowd got him signed.
Which one?
Cedric Alexander with the please sign Cedric.
Yeah.
That wasn't the main roster crowd. That was the indie NXT crowd that said that.
Yeah.
And when they both came out, when Rich Swann came out, and when Cedric Alexander came out for the entrance, and they came out to Cedric came out to mostly crickets, but when Rich Swann came out, he got nearly half the reaction that he would have
Yeah.
if he was down in NXT.
The worst,
And-
like, here's what I say, the worst crowds are when there's,
Exactly. Like
Crickets.
Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann should be getting a loud ass reaction.
which is why I like the NXT crowd and why I like Chicago. Like, the crowd is into it, the great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when they're apathetic.
Like,
No, Japan is
if this was in Chicago, they would have been on their feet for all 4 of those guys.
Yep.
Loud, like a crazy ass
Yeah.
reaction.
I mean, I got into which one instantly because of his entrance.
Yeah.
Um,
He's wicked talented.
Yeah.
I mean, uberly talented.
I just think I feel like WWE isn't really doing a good job presenting this cruiserweight division.
They're
anymore.
not. That's the
They're
problem.
just having
Vince already gave up on it way before they even introduced the Cruiserweight Championship.
I think they're just having matches. They need to do it. They need to have.
Purpose.
They didn't have purpose. There's no purpose. To
The only
have
one
them.
that has purpose is Blind
There's no
Kendrick.
one signed for cruiserweights. They're all like on like a per deal type of basis, like per appearance.
And
like
the thing
Rich
is, I
Swann,
read,
Cedric Alexander, Brian Kendrick, the guys that signed to the brand, like
Purpose.
T.J. Perkins and Ciampa and Gargano are the only people who are
Yeah.
on this brand currently that are signed to a WWE contract.
and two of them
Lince
are on.
Dorado just
two,
got signed to an NXT contract, and Drew Gulak doesn't have a contract.
and 2 of them are on NXT.
Yeah.
And another thing is too is like why they put it in a cruiserweight division when they barely have a tag team division. They barely have a women's division. Let's be honest.
There's
I mean,
3 women in the women's division. There's really it's really a 2 tag team division.
So they should be
Because the rest of the tag teams have fallen off a map.
yeah. So they should be
Shining Stars,
focused.
Golden Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golden Truth and
Which
and
we-
Zone Cats.
Golden
All
Truth,
fallen
yeah.
off a map.
I wouldn't say Enzo against Fall Bad because they were the main events. Like,
Yeah.
They were, but they definitely taken a step down. Because they were
No.
they were feuding the Shining Stars
Yep.
and losing matches, the Shining Stars, with no payoff.
Yeah.
I
They
guess,
got,
I guess the payoff was the tag, I guess, and then when they pinned the Shining Stars.
but that doesn't. It's not much of a payoff.
No, it's not really.
Yeah.
It should have been kickoff, like you said, kickoff match.
Yeah,
Wait,
and they should have
can
won.
you believe that? Colin Cassidy was fighting for the WWE Universal Championship, and then he would have been on the kickoff show.
Yeah.
Like that, to me, it doesn't gel. I could see beginning of the show, have him go out there.
And then I just don't get why they added a whole new division when you need to work on your other divisions.
They don't
first.
work on it. It's like they rushed it into this cruiserweight division before they had any talent
And
signed.
I hate saying this, but I really do not care about the champion. He's so bland.
TJ
I mean,
Perkins
and
is
the
very
way he's
bland.
good-
It's like his entrance is so goofy and like
I feel like the
it's
one.
so awkward.
Granted, he's talented. in
He
the
is
ring,
very talented.
Yeah.
He's
But
very talented.
I don't
have a reason to care about TJ
Yeah.
Perkins.
I feel like the long guy won the classics. Brian Kendrick, I think, should have won it because at least he has.
Or Cedric Alexander, Rich
Yeah.
Swann. I mean,
They have a following. Like,
yeah. TJ Perkins has nothing.
I mean, you could say, well, I was
Of course,
home.
well, he did have a following, but like nothing like.
They're not
Cedric
great.
up.
Yeah, like nothing like Cedric or maybe nothing
Yeah.
like Kendrick. 'Cause people knew who
Or
Kendrick was.
Swan too, Rich Swann on the indie scene when
Yeah.
he knew who he was.
Maybe and if they did sign him, I think originally it was supposed to be Kota Ibushi.
It was supposed to be Ibushi as Zack Sabre Jr., but they never signed.
Yep.
So they gave like James an
Grab
overreact
Matt
that he's in the tag team tournament.
So it's just dumb that this cruiserweight division I think is gonna fail bad.
Oh, it's gonna feel miserable.
It's
They're
gonna
not getting a
it's
reaction as it
gonna
is.
become the X.
The first night was really good. That Fatal 4-Way was an excellent match.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
And it
And then
had
you know what
purpose.
happened after that?
Nothing.
They did the spots in that one match to get him out of the way, and then has not been nearly as good. Not
Awkward.
even half as good.
Okay, so then we have the awkward TJ Perkins interview.
Moving
He
on.
just does not. He just comes off as really awkward, and his entrance is really awkward too, and does the dab and everything. The
He's
Mega
a-
Man entrance.
I know he's saying
Oh.
like he wants to be a guy that wants to relate to the newer crowd, but
I can do
the way he's
better
doing
dab.
it,
It's so goofy, like it's
Yeah.
so cringeworthy.
I can do
the
a better
dab,
dab.
the dab.
His dabs are so cringeworthy.
No, but it,
His entire like onslaught is cringeworthy. His entrance
Yeah.
before he does like the last chancery kind of move that Austin Aries does. He does a off cringeworthy dab. And I'm like, this is just so cringeworthy.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
want to
not-
be watching wrestling and watching somebody dab.
Yeah, I don't want to see them dancing coming down to the ring. I mean, I don't mind Rich Swann dancing because
Yeah.
it's part of his gimmick. But
TJ
with
Perkins.
TJ Perkins' gimmick isn't a dancer, it's that he's a fighter.
And it's
he's
supposed-
fought his way to here. He's a 13-year pro. He's fought his way from the top, and now he's finally
Yeah.
in the big leagues in WWE.
Yeah.
His gimmick isn't a creepily, awkwardly, cringeworthily
Yeah.
dance.
Maybe
And I think the thing is
like coming
yeah.
out to a video game
Yeah.
music
I
from the
mean, I kind of stand
90s.
for Rich Swann because Rich Swann, it's his gimmick. His gimmick is he's supposed to be this, fun-loving guy.
I don't even think it's
Dances
TJ
and,
Perkins'
gets
fault.
the
he's
crowd
booked-
into it. And it's not. That's not TJ Perkins.
I don't even think it's TJ Perkins' fault that he's booked this way.
It is. It
It
kind of
is?
is. His whole entrance and everything is him. It's all him. It's cringeworthy as fuck.
Okay,
And
next.
But yeah, he comes
What
up.
was
and
after
Brian,
that?
Brian Kendrick comes up though and says that the next time he faces, they pretty much set up a match for
Yeah.
next week.
And then did he have a match, Brian Kendrick, against a jobber that he won, obviously?
No.
Perkins had a match with someone.
I thought they both had matches on the show.
No.
Brian Kendrick did
was
not.
on the show.
We had Cesaro and Sheamus versus Nick. Can you read that name?
Nick Cutler and Wallace Williams.
Yeah. A lot of
Stop.
Squash
Jobber,
match.
yeah,
ready,
squash
ready,
match.
ready? Get it up, get it over here. We have Cesaro, Sheamus counter, squash.
Actually, it was Williams, which they used a lot of Willis
Williams,
jokes.
Which is cool.
I was fine with this match though because it was the first match as a team. They wanted to show,
I can understand that. Yeah.
Which is cool.
and I like the way they
Oh, that awkward TJ Perkins interview came after this match.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I got that wrong. I read it wrong.
but I liked the I should put the
Charlotte.
Charlotte's victory celebration, then Rollins, then Perkins.
but then but the tag team with Cesaro and Sheamus, I like that they're not fully a team yet. Like they had when they were even coming out, they had them
Yeah.
trying to take each other's spot. Like even when they were backstage, they were
I like
walking
it. I mean,
from
it's
each
definitely.
other.
We're doing the one-up
Yeah.
thing, and
The
quite
one-up.
frankly, granted, I think MVP and Matt Hardy did it better.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm better than you.
Well, that's back in the day when you could do a lot more weirder things, like they play basketball.
Play
So that was fun.
basketball.
That was funny.
Football.
Or the push-up challenge for MVP, just like
The pizza
Yeah.
eating
The pizza
contest.
eating contest.
the beer
The
drinking
beer
contest.
drinking contest where you substituted JB Allen for
Yeah,
it.
even
But-
Stone Cold. He ended something with Stone Cold.
Oh, Stone Cold.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Vander
think
Holyfield.
JB Allen would drink the beer, but like he's a heel, so he's gonna dump it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evander Holyfield.
Yep.
And then
That feud went on for a long ass time.
Yeah.
Okay, now we went off the rails, but
Yeah.
yeah.
More-
But that feud went on for a long ass time. Now that awkward TJ Perkins interview, followed
well,
by
Cesaro and
Charlotte.
Cesaro and Sheamus. I like that they had Sheamus do the blow kick and Cesaro had to take credit for him. So I guess Sheamus
Yeah.
won this one.
Did they do like a bro kick into the neutralizer?
No. So what happened was Cesaro was gonna do it, but then Sheamus blow kicked him and Cesaro, both guys, and Cesaro got mad about it, and he had no choice but to take the pinfall. Even like
I thought it was like a bro kick into a
I think eventually.
neutralizer. That'd be a sick finisher.
I think they should do that eventually. I like
Yeah.
to see them be a full tag team. It'd be kind of cool.
I think it's a way to turn Sheamus face, honestly.
Yeah, I think.
To be completely honest,
They should not beat the.
Because he was wrestling house shows like earlier this year as a babyface, and that usually like that's what they do. Like if they want to turn a wrestler face, they'll have him like if they're heel, they'll randomly have him like work a babyface like live show.
Yeah. The thing
To
I
see
did.
if they can get over, and obviously Sheamus can get over as a babyface because he's naturally when he's a face, he's generally liked. He gets a lot of reactions.
I don't
well,
think though
big
they should
pops.
beat the New Day for the tag titles because it wouldn't make any sense that all these other teams that have been a team for years and
Yeah.
this tag team all of a sudden just beating the New Day would make no sense.
What was the victory celebration for Charlotte? I don't remember.
So he comes out and talks about like how she's great because she won the triple threat women's match and how she's pretty much how she's great.
I think I fell asleep at this point.
And Sasha comes out and she demands a women's title,
Oh, yeah, I saw this. I
a
did see
Raw
this.
women's title match, not just any women's
did see
title
this.
match, and says that if I get, I want this match because I never got my one-on-one rematch.
Yeah.
And she pinned Bayley last night, so Charlotte said, acts like she's gonna get rid of the match. I kind of like how she even had her in a ring gear too. I thought that was
Yeah.
kind of. I actually thought we were gonna get the match too since we had title matches all night, but then she says next week, which was a good heel move. And Charlotte says you're gonna probably. I like how you're gonna whine and cry to Mick Foley about how you're not gonna get your match. So I'll give it to you next week. And Sasha says that she's gonna be the next women's champion. Slaps Charlotte right in the face. Puts Dana Brooke in the bank statement. And then Charlotte attacks her from behind, and then she tosses both Charlotte and Dana Brooke outside the ring.
I mean, it's a good segment. Definitely, definitely hypes up the match for next week. I like how Charlotte did that kind of heel move thing. That was cool.
Oh yeah.
So,
I liked it.
I mean, like it. You gotta get heat on the champion.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
Makes sense.
My problem is with why are they giving away this matchup next week?
For free.
Yeah, why not?
See, the
Why
problem
not
is
have
they
them
give
sell?
away like that their match that they had on was it the first night
Yeah,
after
yes.
the draft and they had Sasha win the title.
Yeah.
Like, why not save that for SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Like, they just gave away like a great match for free.
I think it's like it has something to do with this brand split, maybe because Raw doesn't have a pay-per-view for a few weeks, I should say.
I was gonna say for a few
Going
months.
to the pay-per-view.
So
For
maybe
a
they
few
want.
months.
So what? They've had monthly pay-per-views before. They can build to a monthly
Yeah.
pay-per-view.
No, back then, not now though. They don't know how to do it now.
They don't have a book. They
Apparently they
forgot.
forgot how to book a monthly pay-per-view from 3 months ago.
Yeah.
This is WWE. Like, they'll book up a show, forget what they did, and then just do it all in 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's weird. WWE. It's so weird.
Frame it
like-
all in 3 weeks for no reason.
Yeah. I think when.
Oh, we're gonna have
We're gonna have a non-finish, by the way.
We're gonna have
What should happen?
It's gonna be a tie. I guarantee it's
I
gonna be
can
a tie.
What would
guarantee
be
you
cool-
if they reunite the Shield, it's gonna be a week before the fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah. Here's what would be cool. For this match tonight. No, I'm not saying this would happen. There's two things that they could do. They could have Charlotte just lay out Sasha Banks from behind. That way the match can't happen. Or Charlotte can say, I don't feel like wrestling tonight. Have Dana Brooke take her place and defend the title. And
Yeah.
when Sasha's about to win it, Charlotte beats the crap out of her. And that's,
And then the heel match.
yeah.
You know,
That would be that-
Sasha has to overcome the odds. Like then she grants her that rematch.
Yeah.
Because I think she gave it to her a little bit too easily, so I think she's gonna weasel her way out of it.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna, grant that rematch
At Hell in a Cell.
after the match, like after she beats the crap out of Dana Brooke, and then Sasha makes her comeback, but
Hell in a Cell.
Charlotte still wins.
In a hell.
A heck in a sec match. That's what it's gonna be called.
Yeah. But
Since it's a PG show, it's gonna be heck in a sec. Yeah.
good match. But
It's a hell.
good
Bit
segment.
your ass.
So then Seth Rollins is backstage.
That's with Mick Foley in there.
Where Mick
He's
Foley
telling him
once again-
basically not to go out there, but he says, "I don't care what you say, I'm going out there anyways."
Where Mick
I
Foley
like what they're
basically got castrated again.
Yep,
Twice.
They fully got owned tonight.
he did.
I feel like that he-
TJ did his match. Yeah, it was
So,
terrible.
what I was saying about the Mick Foley, it seems like but the only reason you could definitely tell he was definitely feeling the effects of being castrated by Stephanie
Yeah,
McMahon.
he was very groggy.
Yeah.
He had no nuts left. I mean, WWE's starting to castrate him a little bit.
But I think I like how Seth Rollins was booked here. He's like, this is what Seth Rollins should be saying to the authority.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care, I'm going out there.
Exactly. Because
Um,
he's a face. That's what he should say.
And I feel like what should have happened tonight is he should have gone into not tonight, but last week, is he should have gone in Stephanie's office and say, what were you doing last night? He should have just gone off on Stephanie McMahon, but it didn't happen. Like, there's so much things that were good about this feud, but it was such a miss. Because
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
what
a
they're doing,
miss,
they're
yeah.
trying to I think they're doing Raw and Triple H at WrestleMania
They
33.
They are.
So they don't want to like do too
Shoot
much.
the angle too early.
Yeah.
No, should do it too, right? And then the useless TJ Perkins vs Tony Nese match.
Good
Okay.
match.
CM Punk.
I just didn't
That shows
care.
how bland TJ Perkins is. No one cared.
First CM Punk
So
changed
then
the
they-
UFC fight.
Yep. And then we move on from that because that match was god awful.
TJ Perkins won though, which makes sense because he's the
He's a champion. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I
Next.
mean, Tony Nese has been a long independent guy
I
also
think
too.
that
Another
I
guy's
don't
not
have it
some.
written down, but I think it was the highlight reel with.
It was the highlight reel was next. I turned to.
Why don't you talk about John? You haven't really said too much past few minutes.
So the highlight reel with Chris Jericho.
It was a highlight.
Definitely the best thing on the show.
Yep.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yep. Very funny segment with him, Kevin Owens, Enzo and Cass. Ashton Kutcher and who was the other guy?
Danny Masterson.
Danny Masterson will be on the show next week.
Tonight.
Chris Jericho apparently wants to sit in Big Cass's lap. I don't know if he wants to swing that way. I guess that's the way he wants to be.
That was great.
And like I loved it. It was awesome because he was talking about how he was Santa Claus and.
Yep. And then the two had a match. The team had the Wolf team.
Well, you forgot because Seth Rollins had come out of.
Oh, Seth Rollins tried to come out and Foley told him to go backstage. So
Yeah.
waste time. And then Enzo and Cass came out and they had a
Did the
fun
horse
segment.
stick.
I thought they had a great match. I mean, I had a few, and
Am I reading that?
What?
Does that say that Tate is traded to the Jets?
No.
so yeah, Kevin Owens and
The Lions
Chris
go
Jericho
down.
have a good
That's a trade.
have a great
for
match.
all
Kevin
teams.
Owens and Chris Jericho have such great chemistry as a team. Like you actually, I don't think they're best friends, but I definitely think they're probably really good friends in real life.
Yeah.
Well,
and
It's his best friend. So.
Yeah.
His best friend Kevin Owens. Not anyone Kevin Owens.
It's not his friend. It's his best friend.
I thought it was weird though in the beginning when they had Colin Cassidy taking the heat. I thought that was weird. Like I feel like Colin Cassidy should not be a guy that gets beat down on. He should be the guy that has the hot tag. I thought that was weird, but
Because Enzo really doesn't have that great of a moveset.
yeah. But Enzo and Cass nearly won, but
Kevin Owens won, which should have happened. Let's be
Yeah.
honest here. He should have won.
Kevin Owens hits the powerbomb, clean as a whistle. And I think it makes sense. He is the champ, the Universal Champion. He shouldn't be losing.
I just find it kind of funny that he won with a regular powerbomb.
Yeah.
Like he's Kevin Nash or something.
He forced him down. That was a hard power.
Well,
That
the
was
thing
a
is,
fucking
I think the
high-ass
thing is
powerbomb.
too is
He's not getting up from that one.
Enzo is a smaller guy than Kevin Owens, so I thought
That was like a vicious powerbomb.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
That wasn't like just a regular like powerbomb.
I thought
That was like a
I thought
boom.
afterwards Rollins was gonna come out. Like even though I know he can't really do anything, but I thought he was gonna come out like and attack one of them, and then the other one. Was
I
gonna
thought what
stay.
they were gonna do was what they should have done was they should have had Rollins get beat down by
They probably don't want to have him get injured.
well not like obviously not attack his ribs.
Yeah.
But like do the boots, give him the boots and whatnot, then have Enzo and Cass save him. And that gives the reason for Mick Foley to come out and say, here's the tag team match. Instead of just randomly having that come out and say,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was-
Mick Foley, by the way, we kind of saw him about 15 seconds in the hallway and he said, hey, we have a match.
It was so weird too, 'cause
Like,
like a 15-second conversation where he's
It
trying
didn't
to.
make any
The
sense.
show was a thumbs down. Major.
Oh, big
thumbs
time thumbs down.
I'd say thumbs in the middle, because I wasn't. You guys probably watched it. I don't know if you watched it, but
I
you.
didn't.
So I had the pleasure of fast forwarding.
Yeah.
And I
Doing
didn't have to
crappy
sit there.
segments.
Well, not I didn't. I still watched the crappy, but I'm saying I didn't have to watch the commercials.
Yep.
Here's what I probably think happened. They probably knew they weren't going to get a good rating because.
Of the debate
Yeah.
in Monday Night Football.
So
So
they
even
probably-
Monday Night Football didn't do that well. The debate
Yeah.
absolutely crushed it.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they didn't have the debate, maybe there would have been more effort. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because when was the debate?
Monday.
No, what time? What was the time?
See, they were all in the same time frame.
8 o'clock. That's when it started.
Because you could
Raw was on at
definitely.
8, the debate was on at 8, Monday Night Football.
You
on
could
8.
definitely feel like
And then but the
once,
the debate went on for like an hour and a half.
yeah, because you could definitely feel once. I feel like the show fell once they had the Bailey segment. I think that's kind of when it fell.
Yeah.
I thought it flopped from the very beginning. To be fully honest, there's only 2 really notable things on the show. That's Sheamus and Cesaro's a tag team,
Yeah.
and then the main event segment. Other than that, we had a long segment with Rusev and Reigns. We had a match where the wrong team went over, and we have no idea what they did do with the club. We had Charlotte and Bailey, and Charlotte and Sasha, fine. It was a fine segment, but we had Mick Foley getting castrated twice.
Yeah.
We had 2 pointless X
Yeah,
Division
first of all,
matches.
getting told off by Stephanie, then getting told off by Shane.
Yep.
By,
2
by
point.
Seth.
I don't know. I kind of.
I just called that division 2 pointless cruiserweight matches.
Yeah.
Bad
I think,
interview
like-
segments, and one big comedy segment at the end. Thumbs
Exactly.
down.
Yeah.
Major thumbs down.
I think what made I want to say maybe like what makes it thumbs in the middle is at least they had some good wrestling on the show, but it wasn't.
There's nothing. There was nothing
There's
on the
only
show.
there's only like 3 matches.
Yeah. But
Then we had,
what also makes it worse is it was 3 hours.
The crowd wasn't into it.
Yeah.
Speaking of like minimal matches, SmackDown.
Talk about it. I actually remember everything. So
I just want to talk. I can be fully honest. We just say this. SmackDown only has 2 worthwhile segments on the show to talk about.
One of them wasn't Randy Orton.
Randy
we'll,
Orton,
we'll vaguely cover it. Randy Orton goes through this
Spent
thing.
the entire show trying to find Bray Wyatt.
and then they had an editing goof.
I don't know what the hell happened.
That was-
So
that was-
let me see if I can talk about it and see if I explain this right.
Yeah.
Randy Orton wants to fight Bray Wyatt, but Bray Wyatt.
Is a pussy.
Now the thing is, I was watching this in the calf, so I probably couldn't really hear what they were saying. But Bray Wyatt, I think, pretty much says, "You're not going to fight me on my terms. He has like an hour, guys. You have this amount of time to find me.
Yeah.
Come find me."
Yep.
So Randy Orton goes through this thing, and he has like, he finds it first like this staff with like a sheet mask on it, I think, on like the wall.
All the boogeyman stuff.
Yeah.
with the street mask.
And Eric Rowan's creepily watching him, and then he like turns it back over because Randy Orton like fiddle with it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It was like, and then like then there's more stuff backstage where it has stuff written like Predator or Prey. What? Oops. Oops. I forgot.
Just say no. This a. I'm sorry if you already did.
Yeah. Can you respond? I forgot about Steve.
We're almost done.
We are kind of.
Yep. Okay,
But yeah. Anyhow, I need to change. I need to
Franchise
change the
model.
picture on the group page. It's still Extreme Rules. I'll probably change it to no.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyhow,
No mercy.
I like the song.
Okay,
But anyhow, so Randy Orton, and then I think he finds Eric Rowan in a room.
I don't even know what room we're in.
I think we're in. Are we in humanities?
We're in
I have no idea.
I have no idea. Should I leave that one untouched?
Yeah. So yeah, Randy Orton finds Eric Rowan just in a room, and then he closes the door, and Eric Rowan I guess can't get out because it's locked.
Yep.
It's locked, but how did Randy open the door? How did he
Yeah.
get in that first place?
Yeah.
Then
How did he get in that
it
room
shows
in the
Bray
first-
Wyatt. I couldn't really hear what he was saying here, but he was saying, "You haven't found me yet. You only have this amount of time." And he's like,
Why?
"Randy Orton."
What would happen if
So
Randy
wait,
Orton
that doesn't even make any
finds-
sense. So
Maybe
the
it
door-
locks. Maybe it locks from the inside.
I was like,
maybe Randy Orton thought like smart when it comes to that, and he stepped in the room and he locked the door. I'm gonna see what room it is.
Yeah.
And then like he says Randy Orton's afraid of him, and then he pops up in a sheet mask, and then he attacks Bray Wyatt, but then like he puts the sheet mask back on, and
LA
he's evilly,
449.
LA 4.0.
and he's like evilly laughing, and then it like glitches out, and then it shows Bray Wyatt. Like at that point,
Yeah.
you even know I was like, what the fuck did
That
I
was a-
just watch?
It was an ending move. But
No.
anyway,
So yeah, what do you guys think about the hunt of Randy Bray Wyatt?
thumbs down.
Now,
Awful. God awful.
Like
I
you
think
said,
this is
why
definitely one
was
of the
he-
worst segments ever.
why is
And
he looking?
It's up there with it's not hot.
You know what makes it worse? Is this would be better if Bray Wyatt looked credible. He
It
doesn't
doesn't.
look credible at
Yeah.
all, so it's like, why should Randy Orton be afraid of this guy?
Anyway, like, what would happen if he didn't find him in time? Was he gonna was Bray Wyatt gonna go find him?
Was Bray Wyatt gonna vanish?
I guess Bray Wyatt. I guess
He's
Bray
gonna go away.
I guess
They
Bray
didn't
Wyatt was
really
gonna die. I guess.
They didn't really explain that.
Nope, no explanation. But anyway, there's only 2 segments really worthwhile to talk about.
Well, no, I like the 8-man tag. It was fine.
That's okay.
Usos.
One of count them 3 matches. 3
Yeah.
on the show.
The Ascension, the Usos versus American Alpha, and Slater and Rhino.
How about the finish?
Usos get the pin. Fine. I thought the other team was gonna win since the Ascension won this match. I thought they were just gonna get pinned, but no.
No.
Kind of don't know
Then
why
why?
the Ascension.
Then why the Vaudevillains not used in the segment? I don't know.
No one cares about the Vaudevillains anymore.
I do.
They're involved.
because they have talent.
They had a women's tag with Naomi and Natalia versus Carmelo and Nikki Bella.
What was the point?
No.
I was watching.
That way.
I was watching.
Other
it.
way around.
What did I say?
It's like Carmelo and Nikki Bella versus Naomi and Natalia.
That's the match they're building up to. I didn't watch the segment. I forgot what
I was watching the Howdy.
It was Natalia and Carmella versus Nikki Bella and Naomi.
No point. Next.
Carmelo wins. Vance's feud. I guess.
Fine. I don't care. about it.
Becky Lynch was supposed to have a match, but then she gets attacked by Alexa Bliss. It was like,
I wonder who she was going to face because there's no one else on SmackDown other than Eva Marie.
yeah. So.
Yeah, that's it. Don't think of it. That's it.
That is really it.
No. Miz.
Oh, Miz and Ziggler.
Wait.
No. I meant in terms of women.
Yeah.
On SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, because let's see, because the
If only would have been
because Foreman fought on
the tag.
the tag match, and there's only six active wrestlers on the women's roster because Eva Marie is currently
Yeah.
on a sabbatical.
And let's just talk about this too. Even Marie, Alexa Bliss not feeling that match.
I don't know.
I mean Becky Lynch.
Who even
Yeah.
would? Honestly, it's not like
Becky Lynch.
she has not really proven herself to me.
Who?
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
No.
And even
Yeah, it's just like she just doesn't seem like she's there yet. I mean, she's
Not
awful on the mic. She's mediocre in the ring. Like
and it feels like and I
her,
want
her segments, she's supposed to be this like bratty, demeaning heel, but yet at the same time, she's the exact opposite.
yeah.
She
And what I
she
hate-
doesn't come off as like intimidating.
What I hate too is Becky Lynch is like bad on SmackDown.
She's fucking awful. She got lost in the shuffle from the very beginning when there was no championship.
Yeah.
But then now she's champion, and nowadays no in the face, except for Alexa Bliss apparently. You should have been Natty.
Yeah.
Should have been Natty. For God's sakes.
For
Natty-
God's sakes, they had a fucking useless match. Why not just continue that?
And then like I really wish Becky Lynch was on Raw because then she could at least face Charlotte, she could face Sasha, she could face Bayley. She would be much better on Raw. She wouldn't be lost in the shuffle.
I mean, I like Natty, but seriously, please put them all both on Raw. And plus, I feel bad for Natty. You know what happened to her? She lost two of her teeth.
Yeah, she got
Who
teeth
did?
knocked out the other night.
Who did?
Natty.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Two
Yeah.
front teeth got knocked
Okay.
out.
Let's talk about the best segment in in so far this year for WWE.
Was one.
The interview segment between Miz and Dolph.
Why don't we let Chris talk about it because he has a lot to say.
Go.
It was a good segment. I mean, I liked it, but there was just
So why don't you talk about
there's
the
many
point?
flaws on that segment.
Talk about the flaws.
The fact that the Miz was literally handed everything in this company. He was handed every movie role. He was handed every championship. He was handed just about everything.
Oh come on now.
Come on, dude.
In this company to this day, he was handed everything. From
Wait a minute, is
championships
he-
to movie roles
Yeah,
to
he's not-
everything he was handed. But what was Dolph Ziggler given?
Yeah, I think your lights went out.
What was Dolph Ziggler given?
Yeah.
Isn't
Nothing.
that
I already
weird?
guessed that.
Dolph Ziggler was giving
Hey,
absolutely.
you're the franchise Chris
I'm
Dodd.
not.
You suck.
I'm not really the fuck you're talking about. That the president doesn't exist.
He's
Wait, we're not even on screen. How are you recording?
Here we are.
yeah.
It's just Owen wanted his
notes.
his
Oh, we're
notes out.
invisible. Okay.
So yeah, we can't fucking see you, so might as well get in the fucking shot, okay?
Get in the shot.
Before I
Come
slay your
on.
smart, you piece of shit. So
Where the hell are you gonna?
we have it's like I was saying, Miz is given everything.
You're
In
not in the
this
shot
company,
still.
from day one. Given
Ooh,
literally
bit.
everything in this
Bit.
company. Where Dolph was given nothing. You know, the Miz came in and was given a job. Instant.
Yep.
What did they give Ziggler? A fucking cheerleader gimmick. Oh, whoop-de fucking do, he can be a fucking cheerleader. How funny is that? And
It worked.
he was a fucking Carl White's caddy. He fucking came out and was useless.
He made it work.
And he is the shit that's on the bottom of Vince McMahon's shoe that he keeps rubbing into the fucking ground. Meanwhile, Mike Mizanin is out there eating 5-star fucking meals of Vince McMahon, you know, sucking his cock every now and then. It's ridiculous how many opportunities a crappy in-ring worker like The Miz gets as opposed to a fantastic in-ring worker like Dolph Ziggler gets, which is jack shit.
Yep.
We talked about it. Survivor Series,
Yeah,
2014.
exactly. He goes out there. It was 3-0, I
What is
think,
world
right?
title run?
And even that, his world title run was awesome, but he wasn't really showcased.
You know, he got concussed.
And then he got concussed by Swagger, and then that was the end of it.
Lost the title, and then he lost the title in a shitty way.
Yeah, that was stupid. And
They got it
then,
back.
so 2014 was probably one of his best years. Well, right when he turned babyface, dude was on fire.
Yeah.
Intercontinental champion, and then he comes out. Survivor Series has one of the best matches of his career. He's down 3-0. I think it was 3-0, whatever it
Yeah,
was.
it
He was
Kane,
down.
Luke Harper and Seth Rollins.
Yeah. And he was down, and he came back and won it for his team. I figured, this would catapult him to stardom. You know what it did? Nothing. It got him nowhere.
Yep.
And 2015, he did nothing.
Wasn't even Cena's fault either. 'Cause he was
Yeah.
pushing for him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're not blaming Cena here.
It's just more or less
Blaming
Vince
anyone.
McMahon in the creative team who have no fucking brains in their head. And he's been off to 2015 doing nothing. What did he do for half of this year? Feud with Baron Corbin on the fucking pre-show. That's how you treat a former world champion. That's how you treat one of your best in-ring workers in the company. You put him on the fucking pre-show against a fucking useless guy like Baron Corbin. What has he done? Nothing. Absolutely
He
nothing.
won the Andre the Giant Memorial.
That doesn't mean
That's-
anything anymore.
That never meant anything.
It didn't mean anything to begin with. Only meant something that Big Show won it.
The only argument I make is his World Heavyweight title run, even had he not gotten injured, would have been mediocre at best. Cause
It would have been. He would have lost. He would have lost it without the
That's
no
true. But he was a
Yeah.
heel.
Yeah,
He was a
people
heel.
go crazy.
And
The people go crazy when he cashed in, yeah, of course they did, but that's kind of what every cash in is. It's a flash in the
Well,
pan.
yeah.
So it would have faded out quicker.
To be fair with him, everyone enjoyed it. Everyone
Yeah.
was so happy. One of the biggest pops in like
Oh,
the past
Like
15
I said, it
years.
was a flash in the pan.
Yeah, no, he would have lost it because they were behind it.
Yep.
And plus, he also publicly has bashed WWE in the past.
He stopped doing that now.
He
but-
stopped doing that, but he did.
But-
He didn't help his own cause.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For a good year. 2015 was like
The
he
easiest
didn't
way
help
to
his
say
cause.
was AJ and Biggie were kind of dragging him down.
Yeah.
Simply.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big
And
Duel,
I don't always try to bash heel gimmicks. I'm not gonna bash his heel gimmick, but he should have been face at the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He should turn face right after he won the championship though.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't
So-
capitalize on it. So, and then he spent a good portion of the summer feuding with Dean Ambrose over the WWE Championship when no one thought he would win.
Yep. they lost.
Zero people thought he would win that championship.
He did.
And he cut some of his best mic work that he's cut in years in that feud with Dean Ambrose with no payoff. He didn't win. He basically, it was a laughing stock of a match by both of them. It was terrible. And now lost in the shuffle, and now has to put his career on the line against The Miz.
Well, that's what makes this promo segment even better. Like
Yeah.
everything about that makes it better.
Because you want the underdog to win.
Because the Miz, ready? The Miz brought up everything. He brought up how he's failed time and time again, and how he has been a success story, quote unquote. Okay, let me throw it out there.
He's been a
He's
kiss
very
ass his
good.
whole career.
He's very good getting under your skin. He's a
I'm not denying that. I never denied that The Miz has like elite level mic skills.
Yep, he's really good at getting under your skin, and getting you hate him so much.
And at least with him being
And-
a champion.
And to be fair, for the last from before that Talking Smack segment, he was like, that was the guy that got lost in the trouble.
But he was the Intercontinental Champion.
He won the IC belt for the reason, because prior to that he wasn't doing nothing. He's doing absolutely nothing. He had a-
Even the Talking Smack segment though, he was champion.
because he won the belt. People were like, why the fuck did he win the belt? He
Yeah,
won-
let's take.
and then he
That was after. That was way after.
no, it wasn't. He won-
Talking Smack happened like a
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, he won the belt. And people were like, why the fuck is he champion? Including you included.
Me included.
Yep.
Everyone included. No one
Yep.
wanted to see him win that shit.
Zack Ryder had a rematch and lost again. Then he went into a feud with
Cesaro.
Oh yeah, he had a feud with Cesaro. Cesaro didn't win the title. They had like a fatal 4-way match where he kept the title. It kept going. And then he was gone for a few months, and then he came back with
From the
SmackDown. Had the Talking Smack segment where he caught fire. He got absolute on a roll,
Oh yeah.
and he's been on a roll ever since. It's probably the best run of his career.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah, So
Mic work wise.
mic work wise, and even in ring work wise, because now he's mocking Brian.
Yeah, I didn't think anything was gonna top his WrestleMania 27 stuff, but he has.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then with Dolph Ziggler, with him being lost in the shuffle, being constantly failing, it was just and if it was me, if you want to keep this heat going, if you want to keep this momentum going here, you gotta have Miz win. People will absolutely, you'll get some nuclear heat, and it will be the good heat too. It won't be turning the channel. People will not go, oh, here's the Miz. I'm turning the channel. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna boo the hell out of him, and I'm looking forward to getting his ass whooped.
The only problem is they can't have him win for the roster's sake. Cena's gonna be gone. Dean Ambrose is gonna be gone. They can't have Dolph Ziggler be gone. They can't have Dolph Ziggler be gone.
I know that's also another thing. So they're kind of cutting the pickle here.
Yeah.
Unless they do the smart thing and buy TNA, which they're not gonna do.
Which but I'm saying like this entire promo segment from beginning and with the Miz like saying like, where's my parade?
Yeah.
I'm the greatest champion ever hit Cleveland.
I loved it when he was backstage and he put his face over LeBron James.
Yeah, no, it was
Or
fantastic.
he
Calling out his
this
parents,
is kind of funny.
who was still
He
out
called
west.
out Ziggler's parents.
Yep.
And then Ziggler came out and was like, you can say all that stuff to me, but don't talk to my parents like that. And he proceeds to talk to his parents
Well,
like that. Ziggler does not.
no. It was after he belittled him. He belittled him like to the point where Ziggler was like upset. He went past his parents and said, "How's it feel to be the fact that you raised a loser?"
And then Ziggler did
Yeah.
nothing.
You know, then Ziggler took the mic and said, "Oh wait, Miz, Mike."
But he didn't say, like, he didn't defend his parents.
He did it 2 more times. He did it 2 more times before that.
He did, like, he went over, like, he insulted his parents twice more.
Yep.
It Dolph did nothing.
Yeah.
You don't talk about
I love
my
this-
daddy like that.
I loved his promo at the end though.
Thumbs
He was
up.
talking about how it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, Ziggler, when he's, like, in an emotional state,
Yeah.
cuts some of the best promos.
It's
And he was crying. You could feel. You could
He
see him
definitely
feel.
was.
You could see him
I feel
feel
like
That's
it.
real emotion.
I feel like
coming out of-
this is-
coming out of Nick. That's real emotion
Yeah.
coming from him.
I feel like this is probably the best segment that WWE has produced in a long time.
Yeah.
Like, can you remember one that was like this? One of like the last like absolutely near perfect segments that WWE's ever produced.
So there probably is some before. We always, because it's a term everybody uses. It's the best thing we ever
Yeah.
seen in a long time. We're gonna be saying probably that.
Styles and Cena, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe
How
South
recent
recent do you want?
Okay, what's the most recent one? You know,
How do you-
this
like in WWE, it has to be WWE.
in WWE? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On SmackDown, Miz is.
Or just are you just saying in WWE in general?
In WWE, like in a long time.
Cena Styles was really good.
In terms of one that we're gonna remember for the longest
Styles,
time.
Cena, and Styles with Ambrose have been good, but Miz has been better.
Miz has been Miz is better.
Man, that was Mrs. phenomenal. That was a great segment.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna say the winners don't take second place is pretty good.
Oh yeah, I love this this segment, and I can't wait to see this matchup at No Mercy.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
The
Major
two
thumbs
thumbs
up.
Major
Two.
thumbs.
Get two.
That was a great segment. It really was.
And I think the segment you want to talk about Styles versus Ambrose.
That's the one. That's the second
Want
one.
to talk? Wait, why don't we let Steve talk? Did you see SmackDown last week?
Yeah.
Want to talk about it because you just got here.
I'm actually leaving right now.
Oh,
Wow.
I was gonna stay and then I found out I have to leave, so. I just
Sorry.
Give me
decided-
your quick thoughts on Raw. Like, what do you think? It was a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs
From
down.
last week.
Last week? Oh, I didn't like it.
Okay, so
Well,
that's universally hated here.
You know, I like people will complain, oh, why does Raw only have to end in shenanigans? Or some people will say that. No one ever complains about ending of Raw shenanigans because there was no shenanigan at the end of Raw. It was kind of boring.
It was. It was
They're going.
very
They're
boring.
getting crushed anyway.
Yeah.
They're going up against the Bay and Monday Night Football. They're getting
I just want
crushed.
to say something to all the people complaining about the Raw ratings right now. It's not Raw's
Bad-
fault. They're
bad
doing bad to me.
circumstances. It's just the bad
It's
A
not
circumstances.
certain
Raw.
person needs to be on the show.
Triple H.
Yeah, it's not Raw's fault that they're doing as bad as they are
Triple
right
H
now.
pushes on the show more.
It's the fact that a lot of stuff is on Monday night and not a lot of stuff is on Tuesday night. SmackDown wouldn't be doing good if SmackDown was on Monday.
Oh, if SmackDown was on Monday, they'd get murdered.
It was.
It would be wor- it would-
watch it.
Rated pillaged.
It'd be murdered
Yeah.
even worse.
What ticks me off though is they're not even trying.
No, they're not trying. That's also.
And if they did try, I think they wouldn't be first still, but second or third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are in third. The problem is they're in a way.
I'll say this: I enjoy Raw more than the presidential debate because fuck politics.
I'm saying, yeah. But
Like,
what's your quick thoughts of SmackDown before you go?
It was better than Raw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it was. I agree.
It was definitely. I give it a thumbs pointing up. Like
Yeah, thumbs in the middle,
yeah.
kind of funny.
It was like the first time I'm saying it in weeks. TNA was better than both shows.
BFG.
I haven't seen.
I mean,
So what was
yes,
weeks?
it was a go-home show for their biggest pay-per-view, so obviously
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
good.
Yeah.
And it was a bad week for Raw and SmackDown. So
Yeah.
TNA, they're trying to. Here's what I'd say. I'd say if TNA had the money, I'd say they're making a comeback. But
They're not.
until
Reasons.
until they're financially set, they're not going to be able to make a comeback. They could be as good as WWE was in the Attitude Era, but if you don't have the money,
Oh, yeah.
then you don't have the show.
That's what I lost
Well,
everyone.
what was my quote again? If you have an idiot running the ship, you'll hit the iceberg.
No.
It hit the iceberg a long ass time ago.
It did.
In the
It
track.
definitely did.
Right.
Twice.
Oh, no.
Dixie Carter's putting tape over it right now.
Yeah. It hit
for the record,
twice, by the way.
What happened for the rest? Was that pretty much it on SmackDown?
AJ Styles versus
Andy-
Ambrose.
for the record,
I mean, it was a mediocre title match. Nothing really.
I thought it was good.
good, but
Lost the shuffle again.
I did like the finish. AJ won, and it definitely pissed off Ambrose, which is great.
And
Yeah.
I liked
With
with how-
Cena being on top at the end. Hey, fine. You want to make Cena look like a credible guy, right?
Yeah.
'Cause he's lost two straight matches.
Why not?
I
Right?
think
Not
it was
have him
late-
lead
he
the
was-
show as like a we're on top.
Yep.
It doesn't hurt.
No, it doesn't hurt Ambrose. Doesn't hurt AJ.
Doesn't hurt either of
Because
them.
Ambrose beat him clean last week, and he was laid out by
And
Ambrose.
AJ beat him at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So you gotta make him look good at least
Yeah.
1 week.
I hope though they're not having him win. I don't think they are.
I don't think they should. It's too early to take the belt off of AJ.
It seems like
way
they
too
are.
early.
It seems like they are though by having him say, "I want to be a 16-time world champion." This is the first time he's actually said it. So
Yeah.
it's like if
That
they give-
crap. Here we go.
So, and plus Cena's lost. You gotta remember, Cena's lost a lot.
She's lost a ton.
I
So-
hope they don't do it. Don't cut the legs off of AJ so soon.
They're not there. He's
They're
gonna
not-
be a long-term champion.
Alright, let me just say, I don't think Cena's going to be a 16-time world champion now, but
He will.
once he will be. He's going to, heck, I'd even say he'll be a 17-time in the league.
He's gonna break the record.
He will.
Yep.
He's gonna win it and lose it the same night.
And win it back.
People are going to bitch about it when it happens, and then 10 years later, they're going to be looking back at it.
They'll still be pissed off.
No, they'll say,
How dare you beat a crappy wrestler like Ric Flair? How dare you?
Ric Flair was good for his time, but if Ric Flair in his prime fought John Cena right now, Cena would kick his ass.
Probably.
Yeah. Because Ric Flair did one move.
Ric
He's
Flair
like a
was
showman.
Ric Flair was a very talented guy. Have you seen his matches with Steve-O? His
I-
match, his
The only thing Flair really used to do is this.
Put
Like,
his
here's
back
the
thing
thing,
up to his
though.
neck.
Here's the thing with Ric
Ow.
Flair. Ric Flair had the charisma. He was very crisp in the ring. He had great matches with everybody.
Yeah.
I just like
Because
watching
he was in the ring of better talent.
The best
Really, he pulled off a good match with Warrior and Hogan.
the best Ric Flair segment's always the one where he has a bandage on his head and he rips it off and just punches it until he's like losing a quart of blood.
It's yeah, but the main event is SmackDown. Good match,
Yeah,
good
guys.
finish.
I'm about to follow you.
All right, let's just finish it off.
Um,
Okay, so SmackDown. Everyone thoughts?
Good.
Good show.
Thumbs
Thumbs and we're pointing up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely better than Raw.
Definitely better than Raw. Just on those couple of segments alone.
Yep.
Yeah. And
On Friday, we'll be reviewing Raw, SmackDown, and previewing No Mercy.
maybe NXT if I can. Maybe.
I haven't watched NXT in like 2 years.
I'll tell you. I'll update you what happened on NXT.
A lot.
And yeah, a lot. A lot's happened in 2 years. Like
Um,
I probably should first say this that Kevin Owens is no longer NXT champion. I probably should start with
Ah
that.
shit. What about Sami Zayn? Is he still down there?
No, he's not.
Ah shit.
Same with the
Vaudevillain's out there anymore.
Vaudevillain's
Enzo
longer.
Cass, are they still down there?
No, no.
Ah shit.
Damn it. I probably should start with
So what was
that.
better, Wallace
They
Smith?
also signed Shinsuke Nakamura.
No
Can you
way.
believe it? Yeah, they did. Can you believe it?
Bobby Roode's there now.
No.
Bobby Roode.
Austin Austin Aries. Is he
Yeah,
anywhere
yeah.
near WWE yet? or
Yeah,
not?
no, he's with the company. He's in NXT.
What?
Yeah. Can you
The,
believe it?
the Revival won and lost the tag team titles.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Samoa
Balor-
Joe's down there.
No way.
Balor's the champion. Balor was champion.
Balor, like, what's going on with him? Is he,
He's injured right now, but
Adrian Neville's up on the main roster now. He's now
job
Neville.
done.
Oh shit.
He lost the Adrian part of it. But anyway,
He's no longer.
He didn't plug the show yet.
gotta plug the show. Watch the football report. We need more than 6 goddamn
Please, we need to get more than one view.
per episode. And that can't be from me.
Please, and check out my channel. I need
Please.
more. I need more subs
Please, we beg of you, give us more views.
Bye.
We
and
need
money.
it.
Give
We
us
need
money.
it.
Give
We
us
need
money.
it.